Today we're just going to make a little bit of another long form video. I'm going to do my morning routine. We're probably going to keep it to 5 or 10 minutes. So I have a 12-pounder Macebell and a 20-pounder Mace. I just wanted to show you, this is a straight up gallon paint can I bought for $3. Bought this stick right here for $20, I guess. It was long enough to get a bunch of these in, and then I filled it up with concrete. So 1 gallon paint can, I'm sure you have a spare paint can at your house, creates a 20-pound mace with a rod. These are 42 inches long. I'm thinking, I did some measurements, but I think I did a little bit of research to see what the actual length is, and I just put it in there, tossed it in. So same with this one. I bought this little plastic 12.5 quart multi-purpose container, and this one ended up being 12 pounds. So I have to check my mic because it keeps wanting to die on me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the 12-pounder, and I'm just going to push it out this way, right? So you push it out to the side, right? Push it out to the side, and then you let it swing down, and you come back up. Now, I've noticed more effective ability to stabilize the swing as it comes when you drop your hands down here, right? Like that. So come out, swing, drop your hands down to your belly button, right? So when you get to your belly button, you push it up towards sort of like your solar plexus chest, and then out to the side, swing, come back down, right? And you can go both directions. So sometimes I forget to make a wide stance, so I make a wide enough stance my feet are equal to my shoulders, right? And as I swing it, I just kind of hold, boom, like that, boom, like that, boom, like that, boom, like that. Ah. And the swing is really from here to here, like this, from here to here. As it's swinging, I'm using my core muscles to pull. So when this is here, this side of my core is pulling on it, right? And I'm just holding here, 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 right? So here, this. And once I get past the crux right here, then I start to pull with my triceps and my lats. Pull up from this side and then come down, right? I advise starting with lighter weights. Eventually, you can move to one-handed, right? One-handed. I advise when you do one-handed, I usually have my other hand to make sure it doesn't, to catch it, right? I don't always use my other hand to catch it, but in case it starts to swing wild, I don't want to damage anything or hit anything. So one direction is going to be easier on your shoulders than the other. when you toss it over your opposite ear, it's going to be easier. So this is my right arm. If I toss it over my right shoulder here, right, it's going to be a little bit more on your rotator cuff, right? But if you come this way, and you start with it inside, your arm goes flat like this, and it goes over across your body first. It's going to be easier on your shoulders. So I don't generally like to do heavy weights on the same side of my shoulder, just because it's pretty harsh on the shoulder. So when I'm doing heavier weights, especially single arm, I go opposite side like this. And what you can do also is you can catch it on your shoulder as it comes, right? So here, like, catch it on your shoulder. Here, if it's too heavy for you, right? Here, catch it on your shoulder. And then as you start catching it on your shoulder, you'll get to the point where you don't need to anymore, right? Tons of grip strength, trying to balance this, keep it straight, especially if you do slow reps, right? So we'll do the other arm. This is my left. I'm not as coordinated with my left, but if you notice, since I have my left, I'm going to go across. So I'll go over my right shoulder, like that. And see, I use my right hand to catch it because I'm not as coordinated, and I don't want to injure myself trying to maintain it. I should probably, let's adjust this mic. So maybe I can rest it on my left shoulder, right? So here, oh, lost my hat, like that. Rest it on my left shoulder. Rest it on my left shoulder. Rest it on my left shoulder. So I like to go light to warm up. I'll do both hands like this. One side for a while, other side for a while. And then I do single-handed here, 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 right? And then what I do after that is I switch to a heavier one. So that was a 12, this is a 20, and I stick to the two hands. The heavier the mace, the more you're gonna need strength, obviously, right? So I just stick to 2 on this one. 1. And then just to keep symmetry, when I have 2 hands, I'm doing it alternating sides. So and the key is, see how I'm swinging my body, right? It's kind of heavy. As it's swinging behind me, my body is sort of swaying. That's all your stabilizer core. You don't want that. You don't want, you want your stabilizer core strength. You don't want to swing around. You want to have enough control to where, let's see. Yeah, see, I'm swinging a little bit, but not as much as I was before, right? Plant your feet. This is really about planting your feet, feeling the weight in your feet, right? Because you're going to swing, but if you feel it in your feet a little bit, then it's going to give you enough stabilizer to stay. And there's a lot of people that do a bunch of different flows, right? So you can go like this, extend out here like that, and this helps you with your bicep. It's like a curl. Curl it up, right? So curl it up, Swing it around, continue it, come this way. Curl it up, swing it around, continue this way. Curl it up, swing it around, continue this way. Okay, so there's a lot of different flows that you can do that'll be beneficial with the Macebell. If there's any other flows that you have, or if there's any stuff that you know about Macebells, make a comment. Send me information, and hopefully if you find this helpful, do that as well. Send me a comment, send me a message. Let's see if we can grow this community. I've been watching a lot of Macebell stuff. I'm not necessarily Macebell certified, but I have done a lot of swings lately, and I have done a lot of research on the proper form, how to do it correctly. Another thing that I noticed will come from the side is they call it the door technique. So basically, if you're in a door, right, if the door's, like say you're walking through the door, this is the door frame, and you stand to the side, right, and you have your Macebell, you're supposed to be able to swing it within this gap here, right, between the door frame and your body. So keep it to your body as close as possible, right? So come out. See how it went through that lane right there? That is another key part, because if you're coming out and you're swinging it out, then you're going to pull your shoulder out like this, right? It's going to pull it down, almost like a Kimura lock, right, on your shoulder, and you don't want that. It's likely that with the dynamic load of this, it's likely that you don't have the tricep strength to, unless it's a really light mace, you don't have the tricep strength to lift it up like this, especially if your elbow is out, right? If your elbow's out, you're probably not going to have the tricep strength, but if you're like this, sure, you can lift it all day, right? But it puts a lot of strain on your shoulder when you swing it, and I can't even do it wrong, okay, and when you swing it and you're out like this, you don't want to swing it like that, right? You want to keep it tight to your body, elbows in, right? And you're coming around. I feel like, let's do it with this one. This one's no weight, so this is just my bar assisted rotation bar. So come around. I feel like it's like a duck under, like you're ducking under your own arm, right? In wrestling, duck unders are very popular. So from here, duck under your own arm. This swings around. Come around. Duck under your own arm, right? You don't have to bend your knees, because when you bend your knees, you tend to swing the back a little wonky, right? Sometimes when I bounce and bend my knees, it's helpful with the absorption of the dynamic weight swinging, but it also makes the control wild, you know. So there's a give and take there, you know. Just kind of play with it, see, make a small one. Here, I'll show you real quick. Let me grab this. This is probably the one that I would say you should start with. This is just a little 6-pounder, right? And I paid $1 for this. It's like a quart or whatever. I'm sure you have some wood stain or something. And I put a mound on it. You notice I kind of mounded it and patted it. This is 6.5 pounds. It's probably what I would say you want to start with. Two-handed, it's a manageable weight for all strengths and sizes, and it's good for maintaining your proper form. That, right? It's a really good weight to teach you how to do it with proper form without overextending yourself, you know. Starting with these heavier weights is the first way you're going to get hurt, you know. Make sure that I want to see some people's builds, right? I want to see if anybody is doing this, if they're using it as inspiration to make their own maces, maybe this weekend I will dive more deeply into the Discord stuff. I'll try to make some forums and categories and stuff like that, and then I'll be able to post a Discord thread or a Discord link hopefully by the end of the weekend. I know I have my sandbags out, but my back is feeling kind of tight. I don't think I'm going to do them today. And we have an exciting day today, so we got a bunch of stuff going on. But yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you have any comments on this kind of stuff, let me know. That's all.